riding my bike actually back downtown to meet up with Breck and the kids. I dropped them off in the RV, and there's not any parking, so we have an Airbnb right down the road, and we're hosting our story time at the Strider retail store, so should be a pretty fun morning. So I'm excited. This week we've got a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of biking going on, so it's pretty sweet. Bikes everywhere. All right, we are about to head out to the Bike Fest grounds. I don't know that I can get my trailer out there. We went and just scoped it out real quick. I've got an older Ford that we're renting, and I don't think it can tow our trailer. We don't have the right hitch set up, and I won't be able to fit this back in the spot where we need to get it. So we're just gonna load this up, get our tent out there, and then go from there. So.
Get set up for Bike Fest, huh? Starts tomorrow, baby.
Oh, it's so dark in here. Don't try. Oh, no fair. Yeah, my tire looks like that.
All right, day 2, Bentonville Bike Fest, baby. How's it going, Miles?
Good.
Miles over here hitting the dirt jump. Long lander, baby. All right, and then we just did our qualifying round for straight rhythm, which is pretty sweet. Anyway, fun day.
So we're here at Bentonville Bike Fest, and Kylan and Miles are about to race, and we're here manning a tent. We got crafts going on. Breck shirts for sale, but they're gonna be going down that course over there. So I'm gonna be watching it from right here.
We got BMX versus mountain bike. BMX on the left. He got the burn slope. Let's go. Looks like they're about neck and neck.
Yeah, come on, Daddy, got it. You beat him. Yeah.
That's your dad?
Yeah.
On a mongoose.
All right, guys. Now we're gonna do running. Running. Your hands have to be in the grass. Wait for me. Oh, it has to be in the grass.
All right, it's a little past midnight. It's actually like 1:30, and we got the alert for tornado watch on our phones. The sirens went off, and apparently it's tearing up pretty bad neighboring towns. So we're staying at the bike inn right here, but there's no apparent shelter. So we came over to this hotel. So there's a bunch of people chilling in the hallway of the hotel. So they woke all the kids up. So we're just kind of hanging out here. So from Washington State, we don't know what we're getting into here with these tornadoes. So hopefully we have an RV in the morning. We'll see. What?
Oh yeah, baby.
You guys.
How you doing, babe?
I'm not sitting in that stingy bathroom.
Oh yeah, this is probably just as safe. You know, we're in a safe spot compared to where we were, and there's not much else we can do at this point. So the worst thing we can do is freak out. The best thing we can do is just go to sleep. All right, the storm has seemed to have passed. I mean, we still have rain and stuff, but there's no more wind. A lot of down branches and trees. I just went to our RV and everything looks good. But man, that is stressful. We were gonna be out at a state park, and I'm glad we're not, because I can't imagine how stressful that would be if you're not in a situation where you can be around other people and get to a safe place. So it's definitely something to keep in mind as we travel, is just make sure we're, you know, somewhat aware, if we're gonna be somewhere longer too, somewhat aware of where to go if we need a safe place to escape to. So
Ladies first.
come on,
Go,
man. Let's
Maverick.
Guys, holy cow. Jeez, that building's completely demolished. Look at all these.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder if this Walmart's even good. Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Look at the subway roof. Wow, wow, wow.
What the? Oh, look at the construction. Over there,
Oh,
trees
big old
gone.
tree, yeah. Big old tree.
In the house.
Did it fall on the house?
Yeah.
Oh no, you're right. I wasn't even looking at the house. Oh, and another tree.
Look at all of these houses.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. This house is.
Oh, that house is cool.
Dude, see, yeah, situations like that, you definitely want to have a shelter, you know.
It's probably harder to get parking today than any other day.
Okay, our trailer's right there.
Alright.
Looks good. Oh, look at those big old trees, babe, over there by that barn. Oh man, that's nuts.
All right, after all that said, we have a tent. It looks like our frame's a little damaged, but our stuff's kind of all there, so that's good for us, I guess, but this is insane. So insane.
Oh, our stuff survived. That's nuts. We got lucky.
Look at all this.
Dude, how many tents even survived? Like, doesn't seem like many. What?
He said Bike Fest is over.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay, Uncle Penny.
Don't be scared.
Didn't get much sleep last night.
Nope. There's the hotel that we ran over to. Hometown Suites. Last night, hopped this fence with the kids and ran right over there and hunkered down while everyone else that stayed in these guys, they all went into that lounge right over there. So looks like that branch is the only thing that really took the hit, and then a tree in the front yard. But we're at the Bike Inn, baby, and man, Jeremy here has everything that you could think of. They've got a cold plunge pool over there and a hot tub and showers, and then a station around the corner. There's a station to wash your bikes, and there's a sauna right there too, and an outdoor shower. It's pretty sweet. So he let us park our big rig right there. It's been fun, other than the storm last night, but it's been good. Got some cornhole up in here and a nice outdoor workstation, huh?
All right, we're getting final time here at the festival. Our tire is flat, so I'm pumping it up. We got the RV here. As you can see, there's power lines and trees everywhere. So man, this is chaos. We drove around town a little bit, and initially this morning we woke up and saw, you know, there was a good amount of trees down, but we drove north of town, and it's a higher wooded area, and it was insane. It was almost every other house was smashed by a tree. So it's crazy. I can't imagine what the recovery process is for a storm like this. Everybody in town without power and trying to figure stuff out. So it's a good time to come together and figure out who your real community is, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna be probably staying in town for a little bit because Breck is flying home. Her grandfather's not doing too good, so she's gonna go kind of see him, maybe for the last time, and say goodbye with the family. So she's flying out this evening, and that's why we're trying to get everything kind of situated here, because it may be almost the whole week before we see mom again. So we're gonna get this trailer. I found a parking lot that we can park it in. I talked to the owner of the building, and he said, yeah, feel free to ditch it there. We're kind of in a temporary spot with the RV, so we'll be there tonight. And then I reached out to the Airbnb we were at earlier last week and asked if they could give us a deal, because they don't have a ton of money, but they offered a deal, but they were like, all of our downtown houses right now are without power. So I was like, okay, let me know. If power comes back on, we'd love to book for the rest of the week, just so we have a place. I have a place for the kids. I can get some work done and kind of feel a little more secure than just floating around the RV when it's just me and the kids. So get some laundry done, get some work done, and it'd be nice to just relax this week. So, all right. Anyway, that's what we're doing. So
trailer's here, RV's here, rental turtle truck is here. RV is stuck, so Miles is gonna push it out single-handedly. Just kidding.
Yeah, I backed it up with the check. So I tried to use the pickup check, not quite enough. It started spinning and got stuck. Luckily it's light enough we were able to push it out, but we'll see. I'm not sure what else we can do here.
Okay, we just got the RV and the trailer unstuck thanks to that super awesome gentleman.
And a super awesome truck.
Yeah, and now I'm supposed to be getting on a plane in a couple hours to fly home to go see my Grandpa Gene, who's on his last legs here. So we gotta get this trailer parked at a site that Kylan located, and then we gotta drive the RV back over to the inn that we're staying at because the trailer can't fit there, so we have to drop it before, and then everyone's got to jump in the truck and take me to the airport. And yeah, so this is kind of a lot going on today, a lot of emotions going on in my mind.
Look at the clouds,
a lot of stress,
not too pleasant.
So
Summer. Yep, so.
And yeah, there's like a storm brewing, so I'm hoping I can even fly out. Okay, but
Sit down.
dude, look at all these down trees.
Well, yeah, me and Dad drove here earlier,
Yeah.
and we turned down like
the
right here.
heartache on these houses, dude.
Mom, we turned down
Oh,
like
look
right
at
here.
that one. That's nuts. Oh my gosh. Yikes. Ugh, look at that, right? You see that? Oh man. What a nightmare. Oh man, they're in the middle of remodeling there. They're building it even.
Yeah, we saw a couple of those.
Gosh darn.
All right, we're taking Mom to the airport. In the old farm truck.
If you're questioning if we've ever fit our whole family into a single cab. We've done it before in a moving truck.
All right.
For entrance, please wait. Take the ticket.
We'll have new Lego boxes on the floor when we get.
I'm trying to remember the last time I took a plane alone. I think it was when I was 19, married. No, I took a plane to meet up with my mother-in-law somewhere. I took a plane from Portland to Seattle, I think, and then we met and went to Nashville together. I think that's what happened.
Return to the ticket counter for passenger assistance.
I'm in the back of the plane. All right, so I'm here at the Dallas airport. My flight leaves at 10:30 a.m. and it's 10:30 p.m. So I'm gonna spend the night here. Have you ever spent the night at an airport before? I haven't. There's always a first for everything. You know, it's so cool, you guys. Okay. So, I was leaving Arkansas, and in the boarding area, there were a bunch of like obvious bike riders, like professional athletes among me, because you know, you can just tell. They can tell I'm a famous YouTuber. Just kidding. Anyway, so long story short, I ended up introducing myself to this dad. I was like, did you guys come from Bentonville or from Bike Fest? And he's like, yeah. I said, you both ride? A dad and a son. And he's like, oh, my son does. He's really good. I ride a little bit, but not as good as him. I was like, oh, cool. What's your name, dude? He's like, my name's Connor. I was like, so good to meet you, bud. Anyway, I didn't call him bud. So good to meet you, dude. No, I don't know what I said. But anyway, we got to talking, and he's like, do you ride? I was like, no. I was like, but my husband and kids do. I mean, I can ride a little. I mean, I don't. No, I can't. I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. I was like, I don't ride. But my husband and kids do. But I have a children's YouTube channel, and so that's why I was there. I mean, obviously my kids also want to be there, my husband and stuff. I mean, I'm mainly there for them now. I didn't say all this. I'm making this sound so much worse than what the actual interaction was. Awesome, and I didn't sound like an idiot. And Connor was like, how many subscribers do you have on YouTube? And I said, oh, like 160,000, I think. And he's like, what? Oh, man. And then his dad's like, he's got Instagram followers, but he only has like 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I said, oh, man. I said, well, let's trade, because my Instagram account, I only have like 6,000 followers. But he's like, no, well, and his dad was like, well, YouTube. Anyway, it was great. So we had a great conversation. Come to find out, his dad grew up in Vancouver, Washington. And I was like, no way. I lived in Vancouver for like 9 years, like downtown Esther Short Park area. He's like, what? So we high-fived about it in the tram, and we had a great conversation. The tram, we did take a plane, but then we got off the plane and we rode a tram to the next terminal because we're in Dallas. Anyway, all this to say, we had a great time. And then I got off meeting them, and I called Kylan, and I was like, babe, I met this kid named Connor. And he's like, oh, that's Connor Stitt. And I was like, what? Anyway, this kid can do triple backflip. So Connor, if you ever watch this, it was an honor to meet you. And I'm so sorry that I totally pulled the mom card and didn't know who you were, bud. But you guys are awesome. And I'm sure we will collaborate on a Brecky Breck video someday in November, hopefully, when we come to California. Anyway, so that was really fun. And now I'm going to try to get some sleep here and hope that nobody tries to pull a fast one on me. Now, that could mean a number of things. What I'm talking about is stealing something, which I only have in my possession today. This backpack, of which I do not know how to pronounce that name. And I know that it's one of those, like, oh my god, you have one of those. I thought little kids had one of those, or preppy girls. But I found this on Marketplace for like 10 bucks, and I thought it was cool looking, so I bought it. Come to find out, a lot of the younger generation have these backpacks. But I jokingly call it a Fajol Raven. But I know that's not how you say it. So, Kylan, if you're watching this, I love you, babe. I know you're watching this because you're editing it. I'm tired. I gotta go to bed. So we stopped at the 7-Eleven and they have these egg burritos. Top quality. I'm gonna see how long I can get away with sleeping on this bench. Good night. There's Grandpa. I just danced a little bit. We sang. We got the beautiful view behind us and those beautiful trees. Wow. It's a big room I can dance in.
Alright, here's our setup. We got our rental truck, our RV. We're in a parking garage next to like this nice cinder building. So it looks like the storm has mostly passed, but a lot of downtown still doesn't have power. And so the Airbnb we want to rent doesn't have power yet, so it's not ready for us. So we don't really have a place to go. So we're gonna try to hang out here. This is a church, so I imagine they're gonna be pretty forgiving about us parking there. So hopefully we don't have any problems, but you can hear the generators running for Walmart here. They've got all their frozen food in these guys. I was watching them. They had the big dumpster out here and they were throwing away all their perishables that got ruined already. But yeah, pretty crazy. All right, splash pad time. Good morning. Man, this has been an insane few days. We are still in Bentonville. The town is still pretty much a wreck. It is crazy how much damage has been done. There wasn't a tornado that touched down here in Bentonville, but the wind was so crazy that it knocked over so many trees. Like it feels like every other house has a tree through the roof. There's a lot of homes without power. Our Airbnb that we had booked doesn't have power, and because there's a lot of other homes without power, all of the other like kind of places to stay in town are kind of getting sucked up with people who need places to stay. So anyway, so we are actually staying at the Airbnb. It still has running water and beds, so I told the host, like, hey, if we can just get like a discount, we'd be happy to just stay there, and then when the power kicks on, then, you know, obviously then we'll be in the home. But it's crazy because it feels weird. I just went to the coffee shop to get some work done. The kids are at the house right now, just kind of playing and hanging out. And Breck had to fly home. Her grandfather is passing away, and so she flew home to kind of say goodbye. So yeah, it's been a crazy week here. So I've got kind of a list of things I need to do this week to kind of just get caught up and stay ahead of the curve, because luckily we have a week off, so it's kind of good timing, I guess. But we are going to be going to Kentucky and Philadelphia next, and there's some stuff I need to do in the RV, some email work I need to catch up on, so hopefully I can get some stuff done this week and spend some good time with the kids. But yeah, it's been insane week for sure. All right, today's the day, Maverick. What do you think? You nervous?
A little bit.
What's happening?
Taking out stitches.
Taking out his stitches. Here we go. We're in Bentonville still, and we're gonna go to the urgent care here to get his stitches out. So I think we waited a little bit long, so I wasn't able to do it comfortably. Normally I would have just taken them out, but this was a pretty gnarly situation with how bad the original injury was, so I didn't want to mess with it too much. So we're gonna go let the doctor take care of it. So here we go. All right, we just checked out of our Airbnb. Today is our last day in the Bentonville area, and we don't really know where we're going yet. So we know we need to head to Louisville eventually, but we don't know where we're going today. So we figured, why not hang out at the rail yard one last time? Give Breck and I some time to work, the kids time to play. Should be a good day. So I'm getting everything unpacked here. Breck's making a little bit of late breakfast for the kids, and we'll just kind of hang out and take it easy.
Bye.